Hey guys, it's Cobra, and like the video title suggests, I have a bone to pick with Sega. You know, I really like Sega Genesis. The Master System was good. Even I didn't play the Saturn, and I've heard good things about the Dreamcast. But overall, I don't have a lot of beef with Sega. But there's a couple things that they do that I question. The first thing is their cables. There are so many different cables for different systems, for different hookups that you need. Um, I'm just gonna go for this. Why in the hell does this have to have a 9.5 volt input? Can't couldn't Sega just make it the same as the Genesis Model 2? Now I have to go searching, over Hell's Half Acre just to get a 9.5 volt uh, input. I found one, sure, but I mean, I I don't know, unless there's some sort of technical reasoning behind it. But let's be honest, I don't know about it. Another thing, this beast, the 32X. What the hell is this? Three outputs in the back, another power switch, an AV in and out. This goes to your TV, and this comes from your console that you plug it in. Isn't it enough that it's on top? I mean, why does this even have to happen if I'm just gonna plug it in the back anyway? And while I have this out, here's another problem I have. Let me show you. Right here, I have the Sega 32X box. And right here on the back, it says, and I quote, Genesis 32X is compatible with all Genesis units except Genesis CDX. Why? I'll tell you why. I looked it up online, and this is what I found out. Apparently, Sega had plans for another one of these things. Now, if you don't know what this goes, I have it up there. This goes on your Genesis, or your Genesis 32X, and it allows it to fit onto a Model 2 Genesis. If you have a Model 1, you simply take it off, which is fine by me, But the only reason it says this on the box, it says it's not compatible with the 32X, the CDX isn't compatible, is because Sega had plans to release another one of these that would make it a tight fit with the 32X. Okay, well, guess what? Believe what you want, but if I take this thing off, and I have just the bare bones, and I plug it in here, guess what? This works. I just did it. I just played around to Doom on this thing. So they just come out with so many different cords and cables that, just to make money. And I can't help but wonder, how didn't they fall sooner? Everybody knows Sega no longer makes consoles. They dropped out of the market after the Dreamcast. And it's got to be due to poor marketing and definitely poor products. I mean, I have nothing against the 32X. I kind of like it a little bit, to be honest with you. But there's so many things that they could have done better. I mean, if they had just, looked at first off, this came out too late. It was like at the end of the Genesis lifespan, so it should have come out sooner. But why does this thing have to plug into this, like this, and then the cord goes from here to here, and then from here to the TV, from here to the wall, and then back here to the wall? That is 5 cords. That is disgusting for a console. I mean, at least with this, the Sega CD, there's no cords. It's just the standard hookup. So, I guess that's just my problem with Sega. And I have another problem. I mean, I'm not really ranting, I wouldn't like to say, but it's just some things that I don't like about Sega and how they used to do their stuff. This is the cord that connects the 32X to the Genesis. This will work for the Genesis Model 2, 3, and the CDX, even though they want you to believe that it won't. Well, it does, let me tell you. I'll honest truth, I just had it up. Now, what if you have a Genesis Model 1? Well, guess what? Yeah, there's another cable. When is it enough? I mean, when is it enough? The reasoning behind it, and this is another problem, the hookup in the back, this AV out on the Genesis Model 2, 3, and CDX is different than the Model 1 hookup. Why? I don't know. I don't know why they had to do that. Because that just makes it more difficult for us to find these cables. And it's kind of some crap. So basically, the extra cord that you have to buy makes this compatible with your Gen 1. You know, the cord is, these are like going for 20 bucks on eBay. That other cord that goes from the Genesis to the Genesis Model 1 to this is like another 15. That's $35 in cables. Luckily, this came with this. Well, actually it didn't, but the guy gave it to me for free. You know, otherwise I'd be out 35 bucks plus what I paid for the console, you know, or what I paid for the 32X, and all just for cords. All just for cords. If Sega knew 100% what they should have done, if they you know, had not been so greedy or whatever, I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, but I can't help but wonder, couldn't they just make this plug into the top of the Genesis and that's it? I have a question for you. I don't have a power base converter, but does that have any extra hookups? Does you have to plug that in? Do you have to do anything else other than plop it on top of your Genesis? I don't know. I'm actually asking that question because if the answer is no, then what the hell is this all about? You know, I appreciate Sega and what they've done. You know, the Genesis is one of my favorite consoles ever, and the 32X and the CD add to that, because I really do like them. But what I don't like are just these. You know, I feel tired of having to deal with all these rare cords. You know, I went through over a month trying to get a power adapter for this that was the right voltage. You know, it wasn't necessarily difficult, but people sent me, you know, it was just a pain in the ass. So, I guess, I mean, I don't know, it's just my thoughts on the whole thing. Let me know what you guys think, but for those who do have a 32X, first off, I want to tell you this. It will work for your CDX. If you have a CDX and a Genesis and 32X, it will work. Now, will the 32X and CD games that are combined together work on this? I don't know. That I don't know, because I don't have any of those games. But, again, those are just my thoughts on the cables, the whole scenario with Sega. I really hate it, and thankfully, I'm done. I am done. I have all the cables I'll need, ever. Hopefully. You know, as far as I know, there's no other attachment that they make that I don't have, except for the actual Sega CD, but I'm not going to get one because I have a CDX. So unless I find one at a yard sale or something, I think I'll just pass on that. So, this is Cobra, guys, and thanks for watching.